Peace all. Thank you very much for having me. I know this was like a last minute adjustment, and thank you very much for accommodating me. Um, I'm traveling to Pennsylvania to see Mumia in a few hours. So, uh, I definitely wanted to support this event because community solidarity and also Black unity and Black power is very, very necessary, especially in this time. Um, I just wanted to uh, make a statement about my grandfather's appeal that was just dismissed by Common Pleas Court Judge Lucretia Clements. And what I wanted to say was, suppressed evidence is evident in Mumia's case, right? So boxes of evidence that was supposed to be turned over to my grandfather's defense, my grandfather Mumia's defense team. Um, Inside of those boxes, amongst the evidence was Robert Schobert's, the star witnesses of the prosecution, had a handwritten letter, like a note, that was to the then district attorney McGill, asking, paraphrasing for time, he's been trying to reach him. Where's my money? Right, and it looked like a frantic note to for payment for something. And this is definitely coming off the heels of my grandfather's kangaroo sham trial. It's also amongst the boxes of evidence Cynthia White, who was a sex worker and one of the star witnesses. She was being protected by the then DA McGill, giving her free reign to do almost whatever she wants. She got preferential treatment and was protected by the district attorney because of the false testimony that she gave to Mumia on Mumia's trial. Um, so basically, Mumia requested a hearing in light of the discovery of this evidence, and the judge, it's egregious that the judge Lucretia Clements, a Black judge, she decided that the cache of evidence that was discovered, Mumia's claims to Brady violations, which basically means a Supreme Court case, constitutional violation to suppress evidence that leads to reasonable doubt or evidence of innocence. That's a Brady violation. She basically said that even if a jury would have known about the bribery, and Mumia would have still been convicted. And it's the arrogance of injustice in the Philadelphia courts is the reason why, I'm here today, with this news, because it's especially when it comes to liberals speaking for us and the representation politics. These people aren't really representing us at all, right? Mumia was convicted in the absence of evidence, and he was convicted because of these people's false testimony. So her claims that that this information is non-material, is false, right? She basically said that this information wouldn't influence a trial going another way, right? And my friends, that's what we call prosecutorial misconduct. The racist practices the police and courts use to disenfranchise and convict Black and brown people every day. It seems that the law is immaterial when it's referring to political prisoners, especially if their name is Mumia Abu-Jamal. And a large portion of behind the evidence that we found and we presented, you got to remember that a large portion of the police who collected evidence in my grandfather's arrest was charged for falsifying evidence. So a light bulb goes off in my head. If we have these cops who were charged for falsifying evidence then, and then we're discovering evidence, that should have been handed over, it's clear that evidence was not only suppressed but falsified, right? And amongst those police was including the lead investigator on my grandfather's arrest. So Larry Krasner, who's the progressive politic DA right now, he himself said Mumia Abu-Jamal is a microcosm of the realities of what progressive prosecutors face now when they're trying to go back in time and do justice, right? So he's basically saying that my grandfather is he's definitely a part of that issue, but Larry Krasner has been pretty silent on supporting Mumia's and the prosecutorial misconduct in his trial. So that's just an update. Mumia was his appeal was shut down by this Black judge, Lucretia Clemens, and we do plan to appeal, but it does give us some time to kind of wind up our knockout blow. The organization that I'm with, Love Not Fear, is the current umbrella campaign for all Mumia support. And the reason why Love Not Fear exists is to unify and mobilize all of the support for not only Mumia Abu-Jamal, but all political prisoners, but specifically for Mumia Abu-Jamal at this time, because Mumia Abu-Jamal is 68 years old at the end of the month on April 24th, where we have a lot of events happening around the world. He will be 69 years old. Mumia has spent 40 plus years in prison for a crime he did not commit, and also for a crime that it seemed that the prosecution, the police, and the jails collaborated on keeping my grandfather incarcerated, falsifying, suppressing, and really mobilizing to shut down his support, because everybody in the world over knows Mumia Abu-Jamal should be free. So if you guys don't mind, if you all don't mind, I'm going to drop my contact information inside of the chat, the contact information for Love Not Fear, which is the campaign that we're running right now. And I'm also going to drop the social media information, which is in this generation, the social media is the best place to contact me. I apologize. I apologize for that, but updated times means updated communication measures. Thank you all for having me. And if you have anything else that you want me to respond to, or any questions, I'll be glad to offer as much information as I can. Thank you very much, Ralph.